Welcome to this meditation. You can listen to this meditation however you are right now. You don't need to arrive in a particular state. You don't need to calm down first. You don't need to understand anything. You don't even need to want to meditate. Perhaps you're anxious. Perhaps you're exhausted. Perhaps you're confused. Perhaps you're frightened. Perhaps you feel detached from yourself or from the world. Perhaps you're experiencing something profound, something mysterious, something you don't know how to explain. Or perhaps you feel completely ordinary. Or perhaps you feel nothing much at all. Whatever is happening, you don't have to change to get this. Because this meditation isn't asking you to manufacture belonging. It's inviting you to notice and gradually fall into something that may already be here. So begin simply. Allow yourself to find a position that feels comfortable enough. Not perfect, just comfortable enough. And notice the places where your body is being supported. Perhaps the chair, perhaps the floor beneath your feet, perhaps the bed beneath you, perhaps the back of a sofa. Notice. You don't have to create that support. It's already happening. You can simply receive it. And perhaps take a slow breath out. Not because you need to breathe correctly, just because sometimes breathing out gives the body permission to do a little less. Again, a gentle breath out. And once more. Allowing the breath to leave without needing to replace it immediately. And then your body knows what to do. Now, there may be a part of your mind which wants to know what's going to happen during this meditation. That's completely understandable. Perhaps it's already wondering, what am I supposed to feel? When will I feel belonging? Am I doing this correctly? Is this going to work? Let that part of your mind do its job. You don't need to stop it. In fact, perhaps you can give it full permission to keep doing its thing. And perhaps you can give it a name. Predicty. The part that predicts. The part that tries to anticipate. The part that likes things to be familiar. The part that scans ahead and asks, what's coming next? What does this mean? What should I do? Predicty isn't your enemy. Predicty has probably worked very hard for you. It's tried to help you navigate life, tried to keep things manageable, tried to keep things familiar. Perhaps sometimes it's worked too hard. Perhaps sometimes its predictions have frightened you more than they've helped you. And perhaps sometimes it's tried to defy reality or control for the uncontrollable. But you don't have to fight with Predicty. You can simply let it take a little holiday. Not because he's bad, because he only really needs to work occasionally. Perhaps imagine that Predicty has a comfortable chair somewhere nearby, a place he can sit. He can keep an eye on things if he wants. He can make predictions. He can analyze. He can notice possibilities. He can continue being Predicty. And you don't have to follow every prediction, because there's another possibility. Something quieter. Something less interested in knowing what happens next, and more interested in experiencing what is happening now. And let's call this Belongy. You don't have to imagine Belongy as a person. Perhaps he's simply a way of being, a way of relating to experience, a place where you don't have to stand outside yourself, watching, evaluating, checking, predicting, trying to get somewhere. Instead, you're simply here, participating, experiencing, belonging. Perhaps you already know something about this. You may have experienced it while playing, while dancing, while making music, while walking, while talking with someone you love, while absorbed in a film, while reading, while laughing, while spending time with a child, perhaps while doing something you're good at, when you stopped thinking about yourself and simply became involved. There may have been no particular thought. I belong. You simply belonged. That's important, because belonging doesn't necessarily announce itself. It may not arrive as a powerful emotion. It may not feel like warmth. It may not feel peaceful. Sometimes belonging is almost invisible. It can be as simple as not needing to stand apart from what's happening. So now, rather than trying to feel belonging, let's do something different. Let's stop looking for it. You don't have to find belonging. You can let belonging find you. Feel the support beneath you. You don't have to earn it. Notice the air. You don't have to deserve it. Notice the sounds around you. You don't have to understand them. Notice your breathing. You don't have to make it happen. Life is already happening, and you are already participating. Perhaps that's enough. Predicty may still be talking. That's all right. Let him. He might say, but what if? And you can let him say, what if? He might say, we need to understand this. And you can let him say, we need to understand this. He might predict something frightening. And you don't need to fight the prediction. You can simply notice. Predicty is predicting. And then feel the chair. Feel your feet. Notice your breathing. And return. Not to an answer, but to belonging. This is something worth discovering. You don't have to wait until Predicty stops before you can belong. You can belong while your mind predicts. You can belong while your mind worries. You can belong while uncertainty is present. You can belong while fear is present. You can belong while confusion is present. Perhaps, for a moment, bring to mind something you're currently struggling with. Not the most overwhelming thing, just something manageable. And notice whether you can allow it to be present without immediately needing to solve it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to understand it. Just allow it to exist while you remain here, breathing, supported, present. Perhaps say quietly inside yourself, this can be here, and I can be here too. Again, this can be here, and I can be here too. There may be something powerful about that. Not pushing experience away, not becoming experience, not solving experience. Simply belonging with it. And perhaps you can experiment with something else. Notice an uncomfortable feeling. Maybe anxiety, maybe sadness, maybe uncertainty, maybe emptiness, maybe excitement, or maybe nothing in particular. And instead of asking, how do I get rid of this? Try, can I belong here too? Not because the feeling is good or bad, not because you want it to stay, simply because you can allow yourself to remain part of your own experience while this is here. Perhaps there is a subtle difference. Instead of I am anxious, there may be anxiety is here, and I am here too. Instead of I am lost, you could say feeling lost is here, and I am here too. Instead of I don't know who I am, perhaps you could say not knowing is here, and I'm here too. There's no need to force these phrases. If they don't fit, let them go. The important thing is the underlying movement from fighting towards allowing, from standing outside experience towards participating in it, from needing certainty towards belonging in uncertainty. And perhaps you can notice something else. You're not only belonging to something, you're belonging with something, with your body, with your breath, with the room, with the sounds, with the moment, with your feelings, with your uncertainty, with your life. You may have been looking for belonging, as though it was somewhere you needed to arrive. But perhaps belonging is less like arriving somewhere, and more like stopping your struggle with the fact that you're already here. So take a slow breath out. And feel the support beneath you. Perhaps allow your body to become a little heavier. Not collapsing, just allowing. Imagine that the surface beneath you is completely willing to receive you. You don't need to hold yourself above it. You can let yourself fall. Not physically, but metaphysically. in sensation. Fall out of the effort to keep everything together. Fall out of the effort to understand everything. Fall out of the effort to predict everything. And fall into being here. Perhaps there's no dramatic sensation. That's perfect. Belonging doesn't have to feel dramatic. It might be a millimeter of softening, a little less effort, a moment when your attention stops searching, a quiet breath, a feeling of being supported, a moment of not needing to explain yourself. That is enough. You can fall into belonging 1 millimeter at a time. And now, perhaps, allow your awareness to become a little wider. Notice your body. Notice the room, the space, the sounds, the thoughts. Notice the feelings. Nothing needs to be pushed away or excluded. Just let everything have a little room to breathe. Predicty can be there. Belongy can be there. Thoughts can be there. Feelings can be there. Uncertainty can be there. And you can be here. Perhaps imagine Predicty and belonging working together. Predicty doesn't disappear. He simply stops being responsible for everything. Belongy takes the lead. Predicty becomes the assistant. He can notice. He can remember. He can anticipate. He can help when genuinely needed. But he doesn't have to run the whole experience. Perhaps Predicty can finally relax because he knows that Belongy is here. And perhaps you know this state already. You may have experienced it unexpectedly, walking somewhere familiar, when you suddenly notice the sky, sitting beside someone without needing to say anything, listening to music and losing track of time, being absorbed in something you're creating, laughing unexpectedly, swimming, dancing, playing, making love, reading, praying, meditating, being with nature, or simply lying in bed and feeling that for a moment nothing needs to be different. Those moments can become clues, not instructions, clues, reminders that belonging is not something you need to manufacture. It is a capacity, a way your system already knows how to participate. And perhaps now, bring your attention to something that is difficult for you. Again, not the most overwhelming experience, something you can hold gently. Maybe uncertainty about who you are, maybe fear about what is happening, maybe a sense of spiritual isolation, maybe an uncomfortable sensation, maybe a difficult relationship, maybe simply the question of what happens next. Allow it to be here and notice. You may belong even here. And perhaps you don't feel belonging, and that's okay. Then perhaps you can belong to the fact that you don't feel belonging right now. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to perform. You don't have to produce the right experience. You can belong to exactly where you are. Even if where you are is somewhere difficult. And this may be one of the most important things to remember. Belonging doesn't mean I feel wonderful. Belonging means I don't have to exile myself from my own experience. And take a slow breath out now. And allow that possibility to settle. You don't have to exile yourself. Not because everything is okay, not because everything has a spiritual meaning, not because you understand what is happening, simply because you're here, and you can be here with yourself. Perhaps imagine once again that you're falling, but this time there's no ground rushing towards you. Instead, you're falling gently into something spacious, something that doesn't demand a particular identity. You don't need to know who you are before you fall. You don't need to know what happens next. You don't need to know what this experience means. You simply fall. Perhaps into the support beneath you. Perhaps into your breathing. Perhaps into the present moment. Perhaps into life. Perhaps into relationship. Perhaps into a quiet sense that you're not required to stand apart and supervise your own existence. You can participate. And if your mind starts predicting again, let it. Predicty can predict. You can belong. Predicty can worry. You can belong. Predicty can ask questions. You can belong. Predicty can become excited. You can belong. Predicty can become frightened. You can belong. Perhaps this is the beginning of a new relationship with your own mind. Not, I must stop thinking, but my mind can think, and I can still belong. Not, I must stop feeling anxious, but anxiety can be here, and I can still belong. Not, I must understand myself, but I can be here, even while I'm becoming. Allow yourself to rest here for a while. There's nowhere else you need to get to. No particular state to achieve. No special experience required. Perhaps you feel peaceful, perhaps restless, perhaps emotional, perhaps numb, perhaps curious, perhaps nothing much. Whatever is happening can be part of this, and you can belong. So take another slow breath out. Let your body be supported and perhaps notice that you've been doing this throughout your life. Belonging may have appeared before you had language for it, before you had theories about it, before you knew what meditation was. There were moments when you simply participated, when you didn't need to stand outside yourself and check whether you were doing life correctly. Perhaps those moments are not lost. Perhaps they remain available, not as something you have to recreate, but as a capacity you can become familiar with once more. And this is where repetition becomes useful. Each time you practice, you're not trying to force yourself into belonging. You're becoming familiar with the pathway. A breath out, a little less effort, a little more sensation, a little less prediction, a little more participation, a little less searching, a little more allowing. Perhaps eventually your body begins to recognize the pathway before your mind has even understood what's happening. So when you leave this meditation, you don't have to remember everything. Perhaps remember only this. You don't have to find belonging. You can fall into it, and perhaps another. Let the mind predict. Let yourself belong. Later, today, Predicty may return. He may worry. He may analyze. He may tell you something is wrong. You don't have to fight him. Perhaps simply notice. Predicty is here. Then breathe out. Feel something supporting you. and ask, can I belong here too? And don't ask, can I make this go away? Just, can I belong here? And listen. Sometimes the answer may be yes. Sometimes only a tiny yes. Sometimes not yet. That's okay. Even the question itself can become a pathway. And perhaps one day you'll notice belonging in a situation where you didn't expect it, in uncertainty, in sadness, in confusion, in excitement, in ordinary life, in a difficult conversation, in silence, in your own changing identity. Perhaps you'll notice that belonging doesn't require you to know exactly who you are. It doesn't require you to know exactly where you're going. It doesn't require you to feel a particular way. It simply asks, can you be here? And perhaps you can. Not perfectly, not permanently, but enough. Enough to breathe. Enough to rest. Enough to participate. Enough to take the next step. Now, begin to notice the room again. The sounds, the temperature, the surface beneath you, your hands, your feet, your breathing. Let your attention return gradually without leaving anything behind. Your thoughts can come with you. Your feelings can come with you. Your questions can come with you. Predicty can come with you. And belonging can come with you too. You don't need to hold on to this feeling. You don't need to preserve it. Belonging doesn't disappear simply because you stop paying attention to it. It may become quiet. It may become subtle. but it remains a capacity waiting to be noticed again. So take one final slow breath out. Perhaps allow yourself to fall just a little into the support beneath you, into the room, into your body, into this moment, into your life. No need to know what comes next. Let the mind predict. Let the heart experience. Let the body breathe. And let yourself belong. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes, or simply allow your attention to return fully and take this with you. You don't have to find belonging. You can fall into it. Let the mind predict. Let yourself belong. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope to meet you again in another meditation. Just reflect for a moment on how you feel now. Perhaps you feel inclined to share your experience. If so, sharing your experience can help you, and it can help others in so many ways. The more you share, the more you get, the more others get. So please ask questions, comment, subscribe, follow, like, all those good things. And I'll see you and be with you next time. See you soon.